So this is chapter 77, and for obvious reasons, I don't even need to translate the chapter. You can read it yourself. 第77章, fuck the world. F the world. Um, yeah, so let's get into this. Why is that the chapter? Sumei's angle of view stays in the air because the other party can easily fix her character to her chest with a steel arm. From the appearance of the first Doomsday mech to the collapse of the current building, took no more than 2 minutes. But within that 2 minutes, John Smith completed a brilliant quadruple kill. And this is in real life, by the way. Is this the combat mind and skill of a top fighter? Did you always fight such an enemy? Sumei was a little dazed, but reminded the other party in the communication. Don't get distracted. The battle's not over yet. Sumei had already seen the red dots gathering here on the life detector. Even if John Smith can use the terrain to bury 4 Doomsday mechs of his level, how many can he deal with? In an open area, I'm afraid that being able to deal with 3 at the same time is already his limit. No, it's over. While Sumei was puzzled, a device the size of a basketball popped out of the back of the aerial mech. While doing a parabolic movement in the air, a bunch of super electromagnetic pulses burst out, and Sumei's screen instantly turned into a noise, static noise, gray noise. Dot 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 dot. So, is it so real? Is it so realistic? Sumei thought for a moment that this game burned her computer. After all, the gossip that Tomorrow Hasn't Arrived is a game that super burned graphics card has began to circulate on the internet, and it strongly hinted that the general public tried to close the network connection, ignoring that warning that the single machine was turned on. Try. It's probably hacking. Generally speaking, most computers will burn the default image quality, and very few machines can survive, but they can't survive the test mode. Originally, Sumei thought this news would bring great negative factors to Tomorrow Hasn't Arrived, but she did not expect that most people are gloating. After all, they can only use 5,000 computers to play those 50,000 or even 500,000 upwards, games that computers can't break. Everything in this world is free from a lack of, I don't know. The cloud server probably solves this uneven problem. At this moment, Sumei really thought her computer had burned. But then the music sounded and the computer slowly recovered the picture. She found that she was standing on top of a tall building, with a red moon in the starry sky and a dark day hanging high. The black gray doomsday mecha, I don't know why, but these sky high, and it's just sometimes the translation gets it right. The black gray doomsday mecha was sitting beside Sumei's character, and Sumei could see the white smoke emerging from the gaps in the opponent's mecha, which was frozen just as it rose. What happened just now? Sumei couldn't help but asking. Could it be that you solved the other party by yourself? This is too. The machine has fallen in love. Are you awake? John Smith's voice was extremely tired. What are you doing? Whimsical dreams. If I can do it, do I need to run away? Flee? Sumei questioned. Yes, run away, John Smith said calmly. The pulse explosion disrupted everyone's communication network and temporarily paralyzed their movements, by the way. Only then did I have a chance to get out of their reach. It's already my limit to be able to use the terrain to fight one enemy, and 4. After all, I'm just an excellent fighter, not a god of war. Sumei didn't know why, but was a little disappointed. John Smith looked at the city under his feet in the cockpit of the mecha. They were almost above the tallest building, and they can see the gloomy and dark icy ground under the red moon, and a forest of icy and snowy steels rising from the ground, extremely desolate and spectacular. Is this our last days? John Smith looked into the distance and said, When I was asleep, there was not so much snow. Because the climate is so cold that even the atmosphere freezes into the snow, Sumei replied. That's it, John Smith replied. You said that if I get out of the mecha cabin now, what will happen? Don't do this, Sumei hurriedly selected the dialogue box. You'll die. You'll die in an instant. Not even a little bit of forewarning. Don't ask how I know because I tried it myself. No. I like the background. It's very appropriate for this. And we didn't even get to the fun chart. No! No, we were so close. We didn't even get to the best part of the chapter yet. No! Oh, good grief. Don't do this to me. That is so unfortunate. I really hope it's the sight thing, not because I'm running OBS in the background. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Can I even get like the cash? No. Oh shoot. Nope. I can't. Someone turned off my internet. Frack. Okay, sorry. I'm working on it. I'm gonna try and get it to work. Okay, well let's. Ah, we were just getting to the best part too. That is tragic. That is so tragic. Let's see here. Window capture. Yep. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Saw that briefly. Um, that's so unfortunate. We were just getting into it, or I was getting into it. Are we going there? Are we going there? Hey, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Obviously, it's doing the reset thing. We're back. Half the world. Um. Oh, I had a train of thought and I lost it. Let me see if I can try and recall it. Dang. Okay. Some thoughts not come for a moment and they leave so quickly. Don't ask how I knew it because I tried it myself. That's it, John Smith nodded, and the black mecha lowered his heavy head. Isn't that just right? I'm dying anyway. Sume couldn't believe her ears. It's obvious that the other party had just fallen from the sky just now. He had eaten just a whole can of luncheon meat and a can of coffee. Nothing strange, John Smith said with a smile. No one can return to a fighting state immediately after sleeping for decades, not even me. So just now, I injected myself with a little built-in stimulant, the kind that can discover the remaining potential. And now, I feel that the effectiveness of the stimulant is slowly fading. Yes, yes, this is a stimulant, not a poison. Even if the effect of the stimulant diminishes, I can recover as long as I sleep here for a whole day. But what's next? I'm not like you. I have you have a daughter who's worth protecting. I have nothing left. My comrade in arms, my family, my wife, my children, including my motherland and my faith, all have been destroyed in this apocalypse. I can't even do an avenger. I can't even avenge them. If I continue to live, I can only wander on this land like those walking dead animals, fighting for every piece of rotten flesh that can keep oneself alive. I don't want to do this. Trust me, I don't want to do it. I finally understand the choice of Mr. President at the time, even in the last moments of life. Because for a soldier, dying on the battlefield is the best choice. It can give one's own meaningless life some last meaning, a raison d'etre. I've completed the meaning of this life, so I don't feel regretful. Somebody looked at the choice stick in front of her and finally chose another way. John Smith smiled again. Do you remember the method I mentioned to you? I said that the method had no meaning before I left here, but now it has a little meaning. The solution is, I'll give you this mecha, because a knight needs something to protect before he can be called a knight. I don't have something to protect, but you still have it. Ah, oh, yeah, I could see that. When I read this the first time, I never teared up, but I think when it's because I'm reading it out loud, it's so much more emotional. So may listen to the other party's elegant, easygoing voice with a little bit of enlightenment, and couldn't believe that these words came from an invading enemy officer. Right? This is supposed to be an American soldier, right? You, and for a Chinese novel and an author writing this, that's pretty cool of them. When she said it, there was only one simple sentence left: "You will really die." The real me, I died 30 years ago, John Smith said. But if I really die at the time, I'm just a running coward. So I thank you very much. I thank you very much for allowing me to die as a hero. I don't know if there's a heaven in this world, but if there is, I can't tell everyone at the gate that I am to protect myself. Um, I let daughter's father die. I don't know if heaven will open the door for me if I do that. Uh, and this is the first time I've seen so many commenters like just are just so happy for this self-sacrificing knight, this self-sacrificing enemy. That's not even like of the same nationality. Um, and I think that's beautiful. With that said, the cabin cover of the mecha slowly opened outwards. Sume bit her lip tightly, and tears fell down her cheeks drop by drop. But she did not know how to stop it. Fuck the world! The last words of the lieutenant colonel came to Sume's communicator. She stood on the roof, stood upright, and then quietly saluted the other side. And that's one of there are many strong chapters, very very strong chapters, and even the comment sections are full of very interesting people. So yeah, a lot of this is a very very strong apocalypse novel that I think really encapsulates what an apocalypse might looks like. So I remember the thought that came to mind earlier, which is, among many things, right? Advocating for space travel. There's some other stuff it advocates for. The characters in this seem so real. This is also besides it happening during the time of the Iran U.S. Um, Iran U.S. tensions with airstrikes and whatnot. This is also the time during the wildfires of 2019, 2020. So you're going to get a lot of stuff that happened. So it's both like um, and it's also a little bit of an environmentalist. Obviously, advocating for space travel and some other stuff as well. I won't spoil what the other stuff is, but you can probably get a sense of what it is because it's been advocating for it for so many times. But I'll let you figure that out on your own. But definitely, the author has a lot of good ideas in here. There's an interesting commenter. John Smith, cause of death, suicide. And I can go on and on about other analysis, like die um, die a hero's death or live long enough to become the villain and all that stuff. But I really, 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 oh yeah, that it's definitely appropriate. Like die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. And it's just this is such well written scene. So yeah, very good, very good. Let's see what chapter I'm gonna move on to next. It's gonna be chapter 80, I believe. Maybe 81, but I think I might just skip to 87. I'll take a look. But chapter 80 is next. So I do hope you enjoyed. Seriously, go read this amazing novel for yourself. Um, it's an amazing book, obviously, and um, and I hope you guys support the author. Okay, so yeah, I'll stop the video here.